What if this scenario were true? When the algorithm changed overnight, not the first time, but this time it was fatal. The entrepreneur watched 6 figures of monthly revenue evaporate in 72 hours. An e-commerce platform that had taken years to build suddenly looked like a ghost town. No warning, no appeal process, just a cold, automated notification. Your account has been suspended due to policy violations. The violations? A competitor had mass reported his inventory using bots. By the time human support responded, the damage was done. Most people would have closed the laptop, walked away, started something safer, a consulting gig, perhaps, a job with benefits. Instead, the founder did something that looked insane to everyone who knew him. He sat down the next morning and opened a blank spreadsheet. No anger spiral, no lawsuit threats, just a quiet, almost surgical assessment of what remained: supplier relationships, an email list, a deep understanding of why customers had loved his products in the first place. Starting over wasn't romantic. It was humiliating. Old customers asked if he'd gone out of business. The landlord wanted to know about next month's warehouse rent. His partner gently suggested that maybe this was a sign. But here's what the designer of that venture understood that others didn't. His mission had never been build a successful online store. The store was just the current vessel. His real mission was something deeper. Something about connecting users from his home country to global markets, about preserving techniques that would otherwise disappear. The algorithm couldn't delete that. A competitor couldn't steal that. What does it say about someone who refuses to quit when resetting means starting from just above zero? It says they've detached their identity from outcomes. This entrepreneur didn't see himself as a failed business owner. He saw himself as a steward of a mission that happened to require business skills that he had acquired from decades of learning, from the most brilliant minds from technology higher institutions of learning. That remembering what he has acquired change everything. When you believe you're in service to something larger than your own success, setbacks become logistics problems rather than identity crisis. It says they understand that resilience isn't about toughness, it's about attachment. The people who walked away from their own ventures often did so, not because they lacked grit, but because they had tied their self-worth to a specific timeline or a specific version of success. This founder had done something wiser. He tied his worth to his commitment. As long as he kept showing up, he was winning, regardless of revenue. And it says they possess what military strategists call orientation, the ability to reevaluate your position without abandoning your direction. He didn't pivot to something easier. He reset to the same mission, just with better intelligence about its vulnerabilities. 2 years later, his rebuilt venture is more decentralized, more anti-fragile, and more aligned with his original purpose than the first version ever was. The reset didn't break his mission, it purified it. The most important thing a venture can have isn't a moat or network of folks or even a great product. It's a designer who has decided that completion of the mission is non-negotiable, and who has the stubborn, quiet, unglamorous resolve to begin again, for as many beginnings as it takes. That is not failure wearing a mask. That is fidelity in its most beautiful form. Does this scenario remind you of someone with whom you crossed paths? Subscribe, like, comment, and click the bell for all notifications.